for the ones who get.
It is Indiana in the Morning, presented as always by First Commonwealth Bank here on AM 1160 WCCS at 101.1 FM. This is a very special day for us because it's not often we get a chance to talk to the folks from Children's Hospital. And Joey Warren is here. He is the Associate Director of Corporate and Community Giving at Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh Foundation. And we're so grateful that you were able to come up and make the trip. Good morning.
Good morning. Glad to be a guest. Thank you for having me this morning.
Oh, it's wonderful that you are here. For many, many years, our Teddy Bear Fund Drive, which is now in number, what is it, Mark, is this number 37?
Yep, just about ready to wrap up 37.
Ready to wrap up our 37th annual fund drive. And for many years, it was known as the Children's Hospital Fund Drive. Now it's called the Teddy Bear Fund Drive, the proceeds benefiting the Pediatrics unit at the Indiana Regional Medical Center and the Free Care Fund at Children's. And so we've had this long relationship with Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh. And it's great to be able to speak with you today about what Children's Hospital is, what it does, and how it benefits not just people in Pittsburgh, but the entire region and even beyond.
Absolutely. So if you don't know, we just celebrated 125 years of Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh, of UPMC, last year. So we just wrapped up 125 years. We have a lot of legacy here. We just had our 64th annual telethon that we thank you for the $25,000 gift to the Free Care Fund in December. We had special guest Art Rooney was there. The Steelers were there. You guys were there. So we just wanted to thank you. And with 37 years of the history of this Teddy Bear Drive, we're proud to be beneficiary. The Free Care Fund helps to pay for the care that the patient families can't pay for. So we do not turn away any patient family for the care they need. We never have. And in order to pay for their stay, once they're done and they go home and they're trying to get back into a normal life, the Free Care Fund helps pay for that. So every dollar counts. And you guys, I know, do it year-round, so we're very appreciative of that.
One of the great things about Children's Hospital is the collaborative relationship that you're able to have with hospitals like IRMC, where children from up in this region, or from this area, I can always say up in reference to Pittsburgh. I don't know why.
Over.
Yeah, we're over, but
we're all one big community.
Yes, children from this area can have access to Children's Hospital and all of the wonderful services offered there. And we talk about major illnesses, and
yes.
And Children's Hospital is there all along, and you work with other hospitals in the region such as IRMC.
Absolutely. In fact, one of the numbers I like to share is that last year we had over 76,000 emergency room visits, and that was, by fixed wing, by helicopter, by people driving in. And a lot of people, there's great care provided in their communities in Western Pennsylvania, but sometimes you have to go beyond your back door in your community, and you have to make your way to Pittsburgh and Lawrenceville to come to the hospital. And our door is always open and welcome to help the patients that need it most.
One of the great aspects of Children's is it's a brand new facility in relative terms. So what was it, 2009 when it opened?
So we are very young. We just celebrated, I think it's going to be our 7th or 8th year this year. I have to look at the calendar, it's still the new year for me. But yeah, we're very young. So we are still considered a new hospital. We have a lot of the state-of-the-art facility pieces that people fly and drive past their hospitals to get to. We are a destination for world care. So it's so great to have it here in our backyard.
Absolutely. And we consider the years and years and years of care at the former facility.
In Oakland.
Moving into this facility just must have opened up all kinds of possibilities for child care.
And it truly is state-of-the-art. If you talk about how we're paperless, we have the technology set up. The campus itself is 10 acres. So we are staffed with the best in the world. We have the best equipment in the world. We have all these pieces that have been put together, and like you said, is relatively new compared to other hospitals and sites throughout the nation. So we are proud to have this right here and be a gem in our region. When
children come to Children's from an area such as Indiana, it can be a very daunting thing for a family.
Yeah.
That trip, the anxiety that comes with getting in. I know, talking to families that have had children in Children's Hospital, the way that the hospital reaches out and gives them that level of comfort that they need so they can focus upon their children's health. That has to be a very special part of the mission.
It is. For anyone that's been to our hospital in Pittsburgh, we have over 1 million outpatients a year, so there's a large volume of people that come join us for the care they need. We have a lot of distraction therapy set up. We have a lot of, we'll have iPads on smaller chairs and tables. We have a lot of artwork and installation pieces throughout. We have sticker walls and sticker systems that go over the equipment, so it's not intimidating to the patients that are showing up. For some of the younger kids, I have an 8 and a 9-year-old. My daughter had to have dental work there a couple years ago, and she had to go under sedation. So the parts and pieces that are set up to make it feel as normal and comfortable as possible are all set up throughout the hospital. So it can be the best possible stay, you know, from when you park to when you're done. All the pieces are set up to make it very welcoming.
Mark Richards is here from the Indiana Regional Medical Center, and Mark, I know that you appreciate having a relationship with places like Children's and all of the other medical facilities to create a real web of care for all of Western PA, for Indiana County in particular.
Well, good morning, Mr. Marino. And,
Mr. Richards, sir.
Thank you for having me here this morning. We appreciate it. And yeah, Mark, clearly that's important. I mean, we take the level of care as far as we can, you know, at IRMC, and certain things are just clearly beyond our means and resources, and honestly, it just wouldn't make sense for us to do, you know, in a community rural hospital. And so the ability to be able to know that we have some place for children to go that need a higher level of care, and the long relationship that we've had with children. We're not 125, we're a $101, a $103 now, I think.
You're the little brother.
We are. So we came along a little bit after, but I honestly, I couldn't tell you how long our relationship's been, but you know, as long as I can go back. And so, you know, it's very important. We excuse me, have been able to create a relationship for the folks, for the families, you know, get them down there. We know they're going to a great place, getting great care, and then we can do a lot of the follow-up when, you know, when everyone comes back, and it's easier on the family and all those things that go along with it. So, I mean, it's tremendous for both.
Yeah. Joey Warren is here from the Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh, and Mark Richards from the Indiana Regional Medical Center. Joey, tell me about the position of the Associate Director of Corporate and Community Giving. What does that mean in terms of what you do?
Absolutely. So we have a lot of partners in the region that want to do their best to support the hospital. So what I do is I work with our local partners that we have in the region. So when I think local, I think of our Eaton Parks, our Howard Hanna's, our local offices, agents, restaurants, waitresses and waiters, local business owners, mom and pop places that want to do their best to donate to the hospital. Also our national partners. There are a lot of national partners in the region. I know in our neighborhood here we have Rite Aid. We have a couple of national partners that give locally. Their employees work here, the customers shop there, and Rite Aid nationally has said they want to work locally, so I work with those partners as well. So we have those throughout the whole region. So anybody that has a capacity to give, that has a passion to give back to Children's Hospital, I work with those partners.
And of course through the Teddy Bear Fund Drive, and Mark, you know this as well, when communities that aren't particularly organized as one umbrella organization are able to come together and organize under something like the Teddy Bear Fund Drive, what a great benefit that is both to IRMC and to Children's.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you know, what we do here every year, Todd, you well know with Mark and what's been created over the last 37 years is probably unparalleled. I don't know how many other communities, you know, have something like this, and I would wager, excuse me, it's not a pile of them. So, you know, the fact that we have something here and we celebrate it every year, I mean, this never gets old. You know, I mean, it's an exciting time, and, you know, we're just glad that you guys picked up the mantle and continue to carry it.
Mark Richards is with the Indiana Regional Medical Center. Joey Warren from Children's Hospital of UPMC in Pittsburgh. Help me with the name, because I always
all right.
I always get it all mixed up because there are so many different ofs in there.
Right. So I work at the foundation. So just to give kind of clarity to that, so Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh, the foundation I work at raises money that goes to the hospital. So we're the major fundraising arm. So that's how we support all the programming, the research, the education that goes on at the hospital. So that's how we do the work there. And just to go back to the history, there is a rich history, and no, this is one of those things you can't go back in time and go back 37 years and put together people and have the rich history you have. This is a great thing. So I agree. This is, you know, long in the making, and this just doesn't happen. There's a lot of effort into it from the community, so we really appreciate that.
And the establishment of the Free Care Fund so many years ago really gives people from within the communities the opportunity to take part in a real mission from Children's Hospital.
Absolutely. So having never turned away any child, I mean, how can you even do that? But to say you're going to do that, you have to cover the costs. So that's why the Free Care Fund is set up. And there again is a rich history, and you know, generations going back to giving to the hospital, make sure that nobody's turned away and the care is always provided.
Yeah. So you're here in town today. Going to take a trip over to the IRMC, check out the pediatric unit?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that you'll have a fabulous time over there. Richards is a pretty good host, you know.
Hey, we just cleaned all up, right? All the construction is cleaned up. So fourth floor, the elevator's going all the way up. We're ready to go.
There you go. Well, you know, the
He's got a
capital
full
project
shot
and the campaign at IRMC is a very important thing. And it doesn't matter what area of the hospital you're in, you know that it's going to have an impact on care for children. And that's our concern today.
That's absolutely true. I mean, you know, Heather can attest. We opened a new ICU, a new ACU over the weekend. Actually, we'll open in a couple weeks. But we finally unveiled it. So I mean, all these things, it all comes together. It doesn't matter. You know, we may have to do a lot of testing here before we get shipped down, or it still has to. We still have to continue to provide care here at IRMC, and we're fortunate. Been blessed with a great campaign ourselves. Which exceeded its goal. Congratulations to Heather and her folks. So, I mean, the giving abounds, and even when times are tough, I mean, I think we all got to count our blessings and say, this area has really been good to us.
And Heather, to whom Mark refers, needs to come around and grab a microphone as well. Heather Reed from the Indiana Healthcare Foundation is with us this morning. And we offer our congratulations. I mean, what a tremendous job the folks have done in order to make these changes happen, and not only these, but down through the years, and who knows where the future goes.
It's been tremendous, Todd. I mean, we're so blessed. This community doesn't just support the Teddy Bear Fund Drive, but also the capital campaign that we just talked about a moment ago. But it's been years and years of people doing this in the making that have laid the groundwork for us. So many former boards and community supporters and community leaders have brought us to this point. Visionary leaders and thinkers in this community and at the hospital have turned this into this, what we consider a world-class regional, institution for us right here in our backyard. And that wouldn't happen without the support of the community and so many donors who continue, even in economically challenging times, to come out, support this hospital, support the Teddy Bear Fund Drive. And they do it out of the kindness of their heart. I mean, when we were in here, I think just last week or the week before with the Indiana high school students, I was blown away. That is so much time and effort on their part, and they're doing it just because they love this community, they love the hospital, they love kids, and they just want to be a part of something bigger.
Yeah, was that $22,000 from Indiana Senior?
It was
$20,700.
record
20,700,
number. Yeah.
Absolute record from one school. Just tremendous. And you're right, Heather, when you think about the times in which we are living now, the need for funds such as this just compounds, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, and it's not a day that I don't hear, out on the street. There just seems to be more and more needs in the community, and as I hear some stories from friends, and everybody's struggling. It's not just people that we hear stories. It's people that we're touching our lives, that are your neighbors and your friends, and everybody seems to have a hardship. And things are just at that state, but everybody continues to be so generous and dig deep in their hearts and their pockets and continue to support us and our mission. And I think that goes to the synergy that we've created between the two hospitals and all the good care that people get here locally and at Children's Hospital both.
You remind me when you talk about the support that I got an email yesterday. Here it is. We're nearing the end of the campaign. Yesterday we received a check for $3,000 from First Energy, and also from Luther Ford Lincoln. We got a check in the amount of $1,000. People keep giving. It's just a tremendous thing.
It's great. We're so fortunate. I mean, it's just, I think that's a testament to people know what they're giving to. They know that they're going to get a maximum bang for their buck, and that we're going to take good care of those funds because they're so precious to us. And we know that in tough times, those dollars matter more to people. Those are a lot harder to give up. So I think it's just an acknowledgement of the good work we're doing here and in Pittsburgh, and that people trust that we're going to be good stewards of their finances, and we're going to give really good care to the people in our community that need it.
Just a moment left here. Let's get Joey Warren back in here from Children's Hospital. Joey, you get to go up to IRMC and tour that beautiful facility with these folks here from the Indiana Regional Medical Center. I just wanted to take a moment to thank you for what you do for the people here of Indiana County on behalf of all of us. for Children's Hospital to be there as a resource for Indiana County is just a tremendous thing.
Well, on behalf of the hospital, I want to thank you too, and thank the community because, you know, as we've mentioned, it's dollar for dollar. It's the sponsors, it's the schools and students, it's everybody coming together and rallying as a community. So for rallying the community, I thank you, and for everyone that's participated and made donations over the years, we truly do thank you for that gift.
Joey Warren from Children's, Mark Richards, Heather Reed with us as well this morning, and we want to thank them all for coming in to share some time with us. Thank you as well for joining us. We're out of time here on Indiana in the Morning. Thankful that you are with us here today, and tomorrow we're back, and on the program we'll have folks from the Indiana Arts Council with us and the Indiana County Tourist Bureau as well. It is Indiana in the Morning, presented as always by First Commonwealth Bank, AM 1160 WCCS 101.1 FM.